Hey everybody, welcome to Stout Advice. My name is Logan Stout. This week, the word is actually teamwork, thanks to Greg Stalvey out of Georgia. He submitted that via Logan Stout Facebook page. You know, I guarantee one of my number one keys to success in life for me personally, not the number one key, but one of the number one keys would be the importance of surrounding yourself with great people. And great people equate to great teams because we all live life in teams. Whether you're a family member or actually on a sports team or athletic team or a working team, you have people that you live life with. Let's call them your life teams. And the better your teammates, the better your team. The better you are as a teammate, the better your team. So I think it's important as we dissect the word teamwork, we understand a few very, very important parts. Number one, what value do you bring as an individual to all the teams that you're involved with? Right? Because if you're not bringing value to the specific teams you're involved with, you're going to be bored, you're probably going to want to move on, and you're not going to be a great teammate. The second thing that's important as we evaluate the word teamwork is within the teams that you're involved with, who brings great value that you can learn from? You know, I promise you this, one of the greatest attributes I've seen from teamwork is the people I've been around and what I've learned from them. Being a part of great teams is huge because here's the deal. Individuals comprise a team, but individuals simply play the game. Individuals simply show up to work, but teams win championships. Action item number one, let's write down a list of all the teams you're involved with, all your life teams, sports teams, business teams, you name it. Make a written list of every single one of those teams. Action item number two, write down what you can do to be the best teammate possible. Write down some things you've done well and how you've brought great value to the team. Also write down the things you could do better. You know, every team has role players. And the analogy of baseball, not everybody's going to be the 3-hole hitter or the 4-hole hitter. Not everybody's going to be a shortstop. But I promise you this, every single member of that team is just as important as anybody else. Every single member brings a ton of value and a ton of importance. In my book, Stout Advice, The Secrets to Building Yourself, People, and Teams, that subtitle goes in that order for a reason. You have to build yourself before you can build people, right? And you have to help build people in order to build teams. And that's the reason for that book. I know it sounds like a shameless plug, but all money goes to charity, so I really don't care, right? And my last thought was this. As we look at the different life teams you're involved with, and we look at what you can do to make those teams better, it reminds me of the opportunity I had to speak at the Colleyville Heritage High School baseball banquet recently. And one of the general themes as these guys were moving into the playoffs was how they're all come together. Every one of them have come together. And at the beginning of the year, there was some bickering and whatnot, but they're all coming together as a band of brothers. And since they started doing that, they started winning. And I guess here's the moral of that story. Not everything's going to be perfect on any team. There's going to be teammates you don't get along with as well as others. What I'm trying to tell you is this. Be the best teammate you can possibly be, but don't expect everybody to be perfect, and don't expect there to be a team that exists where you like every decision that's made. That's not going to happen. There's no such thing as this perfect team, right? But there is such thing as trying to be the perfect teammate. Teamwork is critical to success. I hope that made sense to you. Thanks for joining us this week on Stout Advice.